A fault is a weakness, a defect, a fracture. Faults divide, tear, and consume. Here in the city of Chester's Chasm, we struggle to maintain that precarious balance over the precipice in the earth, in our lives, and in our hearts. This story is about 4 teenagers with faults of their own.
The fault between my faith and freedom.
The fault between my family and identity.
The fault between my life and death.
The fault between my guilt and revenge.
As these fractures grow, we stand at the edge and ask, what must we sacrifice to sate the void's endless hunger? Is it possible that the answer lies within all our faults? Greetings, and welcome to All Our Faults, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast from the Tabletop Talespinners Network. I am your hostess and MC, Mistress Winter. How are you today? Have you intentionally taken a breath today? Had something to eat? Drank some water? These are things that I have to remind myself of in recent months. They're easy to forget in the chaos of these tumultuous days. Then suddenly, it's been way too long since I've remembered to wash my hair. It's only when I remind my nesting partner to take care of herself that I realize the irony. I'm at odds with the colloquialism that says you must take care of yourself first before you help others. To an extent, sure. We all need to recognize our limits and how superseding them may cause more harm than good. But there are times when I cannot afford to acknowledge that red line, especially when my loved ones are struggling. I can't crawl into a cocoon to heal and piece myself together when they are in need of help. I will be that rock and that support until there is a break in the storm. There will be a time to fall apart later. At least I hope. The key in those hold it together moments is knowing how I can or cannot help. Sure, I can provide an ear, a shoulder, a heart, and a mind, but some problems require more professional or specialized assistance. Then it will be my responsibility to connect those in need with the matching resources. To quote a beloved show and spaceship captain, if you can't run, you walk. If you can't walk, you crawl. And if you can't do that, you find someone to carry you. And I'll help you find that someone if needs be. The teens reconvened at Scarlet's mausoleum, dragging trouble in their wake. Solomon recognized the clubs wielded by Crispin's church fellows and realized their kind had killed his parents. Only Saline and Crispin stood between a bloody battle between the werewolves and the zealots. Heeding their counsel, Solomon called off his side, but with a promise for revenge after dealing with the cataclysm. Michael introduced his younger brother Gideon to William before privately crumbling into his consoling boyfriend's arms as the grief of his parents' death became too much to bear. But with little time to set things right, the group set aside their personal concerns, gathered their small army, and headed to the Cascade, only to be blocked by a mysterious figure in the road. Content warnings for this episode include violence, minor body horror, and murder. Time codes are in the show notes. Shoutouts and thank yous after the show. Chapter 40. Feed me, Sara. Feed me. Michael, you turn your attention back to the road and have to slam on the brakes as someone is in the middle of the road. And having learned from your previous experience not to swerve, the car comes to a dead stop right before the person in the road. Youngish person, young woman, looks lost, has been staring at her phone until you nearly hit her, in which she turns to you, but then returns to her phone and begins to amble off. And it's then that you note there are multiple people in the road, all with their phones, some pacing, some sitting down just right there.
I honk the horn to try to get them out of the way.
They do not respond.
What is going on?
Are we all seeing this?
Now that the convoy has stopped, people are leaning their heads out of the windows to see what's held it up. But yeah, you can make out several figures on the road.
I think I was running alongside everyone because I was too big to fit on a motorcycle or in a car. But now, as we stop, it's almost perfectly timed as I start to shrink, and I'll grab a pair of shorts or pants off of someone's motorcycle as I walk by and slip them on as I run up. If I can, I like to gaze into the abyss here. Or actually, no, I use heightened senses. That's what I'll do.
Go ahead and give me your dark.
I know you said the sun was starting to come up. Does my moon thing still come into play here? Is the sun all the way up? Is there any sort of moonlight?
The sun's up, but the moon would be descending. What did you get?
I got a 7 if there's no moonlight. So I get to ask one question, which is still fine. And I get to take one forward on it. So I'm gonna say, what poses the biggest threat to me in this situation?
Ooh.
I'm basically trying to discern if they're a threat or not. Like if this is a bad thing that's happening.
Okay. While the people in the road may seem listless and distracted, you can smell a trap.
I'm back to normal. I still growl. I'll walk up to Michael and Saline, and I'll say, it's a trap.
A trap for what exactly?
Us, probably, or whoever comes by through here. Whatever thing they're doing.
Yeah, that tracks. Do we go on foot? We can't mow these people over indiscriminately.
Because the convoy has stopped, I hop out of one of the church vans and walk up to the front where this conversation is happening. What's going on?
They've laid a trap for us. At least it smells like one. I've smelled many of those.
I mean, look at the street. People are stuck to their phones. They won't move.
Do we recognize anyone? Are they schoolmates? Who are they?
You do recognize a few fellow students.
Can I pull up Ella's social media?
Yes.
Is she still alive? Is there anything there?
No, she's gone dark.
Can I gaze into the abyss? Hopefully I'll roll a 7 or higher so I can ask it 2 questions. I would like to ask the abyss for a way out, or a hint of a way out of this trap.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, fuck me. Well, that'll be a failure because that's a 5. I get to take my next advancement, though.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
You just get the sense that you're surrounded. You can't see anyone, but you get that sense. Having been hunted for a very long time, you just have that sense.
Okay. I would like to take out my compact and open it up to see if I can figure out where my father is, because he said he was coming. I don't know if he'll answer or I'll be able to see anything, but it feels like we're the should because nothing else is working.
Sure. You pop it open and the mirror begins to swirl and coalesce into an image. Not of your father, though. The distorted face of Sara pops into your mirror. Sorry, calls are being denied at this time. Please try again.
Is she still there?
Nope, it cuts off.
All right. So I'm going to look up at everyone, but mainly I'm going to make direct eye contact with Crispin and say, Sara has my father.
Okay. We'll get him back.
How? We're stuck in a trap that we don't even know what the trap is.
Hey. They've been trying to kill you for how long? And they failed. We are tougher than they think. And we have all of these people, he'll gesture at the convoy, behind us. They may have the upper hand right now, but we're coming. It's gonna be okay. And then I'll look over at Michael and Solomon. Do we barrel through, or do we try to find a way around?
I say why not do both?
Can we move them out of the way?
How close is the closest one to me?
Probably no more than 6 feet away.
I'm gonna try to sneak up behind them and look over their shoulder at the phone.
Okay. You move up behind. The young woman does not seem to take notice of you. As you lean over to see what's on her phone, that's when she spins and makes direct eye contact with you. Except her eyes are not eyes. Images of scrolling posts flick past where her irises would be, as if somebody were scrolling through a feed full of gore and violence and putridness and hate. The rest of you will notice that on that trigger, the rest of the ambling individuals will snap to, all facing you with the same eyes. The woman speaks to you, Crispin. And as she speaks, the others seem to randomly echo in their own particular style.
This is giving We Are Legion, and I don't like it.
I love this. Keep going.
There are two kinds of people in the world.
This is great.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic.
Throughout our sordid lives, we scroll. Willing to sell our very soul.
Soul.
This line comes from your left as people begin to emerge from the tree line, performing this twitching, very off-putting dance. Some of them seem like they could be performers. Some of them, it looks extremely unnatural to their body type. But they all begin to fall in.
To eat the fruit of vile seed.
See.
Born in the sear silt of the feed.
A group begins to move in on the right, performing that same macabre dance until there is a whole mob of people in the road.
Crispin in the car.
Saline, you will spot Ella among them.
God damn it.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, me too.
The third descent in a bard's hell.
Hell.
In born of word shit, we revel. Secrets and dirt are gluttony. Within the foul jaws of the feed.
And they all come to a stop, crowded in, facing you. Among the faces, you will see only one movement as Sara walks among her people.
Perfect. That's exactly who I wanted to see. I would like to gaze into the abyss.
All right.
To see what it is she's afraid to lose.
I'd like to note two things really quickly while Kat is making that roll.
Okay.
I'd like to enact my move Cornered Rat and give myself the condition Trapped, so I get a +1 to lash out physically. Also, for my advancement, I've decided to take Fairy Contract. Therefore, when Crispin just told me just before this weird fucking dance started that we will save my dad and that we will do this, I am taking that as a promise.
Oh, that rules.
Oh, no.
Oh, that rules. That might be fucking awful for Crispin, but that rules.
Which means that I am taking a string on Crispin.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
That's awesome. I love that.
I would also like to turn to Michael and Solomon as Sara is walking up to us and say, "You promise me you'll let me do what I need to do?
You bitch.
And I will wait until you say the words. I promise."
Solomon couldn't talk completely the last time you asked this, so he couldn't say what he wanted to say. So I think he's still of the same mindset of like, if it kills you, I'm jumping in there.
I need you to promise me that you'll trust me.
We're not losing anybody else tonight.
Solomon, I need to
If
know.
you die, then we'll all die together.
Fine. Do you promise me?
Sure.
Michael,
Yes, I already did.
I just needed to hear it again. And I will turn to face this bitch.
Sara is keeping her distance, keeping in the middle of this mob that occasionally shifts and rearranges itself in these sporadic movements, creating almost this mirror funhouse effect, where at one point she's over on the left, but then next you'll see her over on the right.
Horrifying. But she is physically here.
Yes.
Great. So I rolled a 6 on the die, but I get a +3 to my dark when I'm rolling to determine what someone is afraid to lose, which I am. And also, because I took the move a blank canvas from the hollow, I'm going to burn the condition forked tongue to add a 1 to make that a 9 as I throw my arms out wide in a very showy fashion and just go, "Sara, it's so good to see you. Welcome to the fun. I didn't think you'd be brave enough to show your face."
Sara Pestilence, as it were, thrives on celebrity, on becoming viral. If she were to lose her audience, that would be devastating.
Perfect. With that knowledge, I am going to leap on top of the hood of the car, climb up to the roof, and just start showboating my ass off in an attempt to draw as much attention away from her as possible, in the hopes that while all of her little minions, the people under her thrall, are paying attention to me, my friends can deal with her, because I am going to... Do I still have it? I still have it. And I'm going to pull my last string on Sara Paisley to force her to lash out physically at Solomon. And I am up there, I am just talking about, "Hey, do you all remember that time I hopped up on the lunch tables and started preaching to you all because I thought that the cult I was in was, and just like filibustering, essentially. Like saying the most outrageous shit I can think of.
Roll me a hot.
Okay. Oh, please, Jesus.
I believe in you.
Heart of the dice. What's a success with consequences? What's the minimum threshold for that?
7.
Oh, I can get there. Great. So I'm going to use a forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to burn another condition, not your business. And I'm just going to start talking about how Sara and I started dating in secret and like just airing all of her dirty laundry. And that'll give me a 7. That'll give me a success with consequences.
Fucking love that.
And I know, because I pulled a string on her to lash out physically at Solomon. Solomon's not going to take that shit, so he's going to beat her down.
Saline is also now seething. Michael and Solomon will watch as Saline pulls out a knife that you didn't know she had. Is the way to Sara Paisley clear?
No, not yet. However, as Crispin begins drawing focus, performing on top of the car, initially, you're not quite sure that you're grabbing their attention enough to break whatever spell Sara has over them.
At that point, I will start stripping.
Okay.
Again, I'm doing anything I can to take their attention.
I think Michael watches this with like a cocked eyebrow and a smirk. He's impressed. There's like a little golf clap.
As you begin to strip and doing everything in your power to draw their attention, the phones come up as they begin filming you. And it is eerie how in sync they are, how they raise them at the same tempo, to the same level, to record your shenanigans. This, plus your war influence, has Sara beginning to grow frustrated. And in her frustration, whereas she might have used the individuals around her as her weapon, will raise her own phone and tap it. And there is this bright, blinding flash, Solomon, that sears into your eyeballs. So take 1 harm, please.
Sorry, buddy.
That's okay. She is going to get it now. I think it's got to be an immediate, however soon it takes for me to get my sight back. I'm not sure I'll wait for that. I might just use my hearing and based off of where she was, just rush her. I will indeed ask for help to see where she is. Because if I'm still like blinded, that is.
It's fading, but your sight is still fucked.
So yeah, I'll throw out a, where'd she go?
Can we still see her?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to grab Solomon's hand and move towards her. Knife in one hand, Solomon's arm in the other. And we're moving towards this bitch.
Michael's probably right behind you.
I figured.
Okay. You have to push through some of her crowd because she's still not, right there. Because that's not her style.
No, that's fine. Especially as we're walking towards her. I'll say, Sara, you decided to finally come out to play? I'm impressed. You usually don't fight your own battles.
Fighting is for weaklings. For people who aren't smart enough to do otherwise.
Where's my father?
Oh no, here, there, somewhere, maybe everywhere.
You're very good at avoiding the answers to questions. I'm continuing to move toward her.
She's slinking backwards through the mob.
Are you getting what you wanted? All that attention not on you? All your followers paying attention to someone else entirely? Because none of them actually care about you? Or what you have to say? Or what you do?
This is a temporary dip in followership. I'll be back on top very shortly.
Sara, do you know what I'm very good at?
Do tell, like I care.
Spotting weakness.
And pray tell, what do you see now, besides your own cowardice?
Oh, that's so precious. I see an overconfident girl who doesn't know as much as she likes to think, shrinking back in fear. Well, I and my friends are just simply walking up. You are not talking from a position of power.
Or maybe I'm luring them into a more advantageous position.
Perhaps.
With a snap of her fingers, the mob turns and begins to grab at and flail at Solomon and Saline. So please take a harm, each of you.
Could you stop trying to kill me? Please?
Could I rush through the crowd to end up just behind Sara?
Give me a volatile.
Love that. That will be a 14.
So yes, you can. With the mob pulling around Saline and Solomon, you find an easy break to dive through. Using your supernatural vampiric speed, you dart through and end up right next to her.
And I just happen to be right behind her, and then I just reach my hand around and grab her throat and dig my nails in just gently. Hello, Sara. What was that about a position of power again?
Oh, somebody decided to come out and play?
I squeeze a little harder on her throat. So, we can do this the easy way, the hard way, or the fun way. Where is her father?
Give me... shut someone down.
Cold. Okay, either way, it's the same for me. Either way, that is an 8.
Okay. So shutting someone down, you still succeed, but you come up awkwardly, so you get a condition. Misinformed.
Ah, okay. I like that. I think I have plenty of 4 words. I want to give her a condition.
Okay. What's the condition?
And that is too big for her britches.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any useful information, or do I just end this now?
Oh, see, you may have the physical hold on me, and you may exercise it. Maybe you kill me, but there is so much that I know that you don't. And killing me, you'd lose access to that information.
Can I try hypnotizing her?
Yes, you can. While you're doing that, Saline and Solomon, how are you dealing with the mob?
Am I still blinded?
No, it's baited.
Okay. Then I'd like to use heightened senses here again. I'm taking a 4 on that, so that's going to be an 8.
Okay, so you get, what, 1 question?
Yeah, I get 1 question, and I get to take a forward. What is, and specifically about, what's her name? Sara. There we go.
Yep.
Everybody's been saying it. I'm terrible at names, everybody. I should understand. What is their secret weakness?
Without her followers, she has no other power.
All right. If I may, and if not, I'll do this when it comes back around to me, but I'll start attacking the people, not killing them, just knocking them out is the goal.
Okay.
My go-to is gonna be lashing out physically, just trying to punch and hit to get them away. I don't know that I can knock someone out, but if Solomon tells me to, I will try.
Well, I mean, just regular fists can knock people out, presumably. Never been in a fight myself.
Saline is just not very strong, but I do have an athame.
Also, we have an army with us.
I know. I mean, Abby knows that. Saline logically knows that. She just doesn't know how to command an army, so...
The same thing, yeah. Same thing with Solomon. He hasn't been a part of a pack since he was a child.
Yeah, she didn't get that far in her princess training.
Yeah, Solomon's just assuming they'll come help.
Saline, give me a volatile, please.
Sure. 12.
Wow. All right. There is something that you do. It could be physical, could be metaphysical, if you want to exhibit some fairy power or other,
Oh, that'd be cool.
that causes the entire circle to recoil and give you space momentarily. Would you like to describe what that is?
I think what it would be is she essentially gets into a fighting stance. So she has the athame, Solomon is with her, and as she goes to throw her first punch, I can see her using the handle of the athame to go for someone's chest, temple, something like that to push them away. As she connects, there's this outburst of not force, but some type of magical power. Solomon, because he is an ally and with her, it almost feels like wind against him, but it's clearly not against him, and it pushes everyone else out.
Love it. This shockwave releases the pressure. All of the mob around you recoiling backwards and stunned momentarily. Michael, go back to you real quick.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 to hypnotize.
She is caught.
Sara, tell me what I want to know.
What do you want to know? I'm all ears.
Where is Saline's father? Do you actually know?
I'm not sure if he's even left the Fae realm yet. But I don't have him.
Okay. Good girl. Where do we need to go to end this? And what do we need to do?
Oh, but see, you can't. Not without death.
What do you know that I don't?
Oh, you know it already. You just haven't considered it.
Considered what?
What happened before the portal first blew open?
The blood.
No, I'm talking about the first time. The night that your dear friend Bert disappeared?
Be so kind so as to remind me. Would you?
Oh, that wouldn't be as fun, would it?
Okay then. If that's it.
And then I drink from her to drain all of her blood.
Gee, does she definitely not die? Like you've said every other time you fed this fucking show?
Nope. That is not the one I choose.
Why you choose? She definitely dies.
Yes. Correct answer.
Kill this bitch now.
Her unnaturally alabaster skin loses its sparkle and sheen as the blood is drained out of her, and she goes slowly limp in your grasp.
Oh no, help. She's fainted.
Is there like a dumpster to put the corpse in or something?
No.
Turn her into roadkill. It's fine.
Ah, that's just so pedestrian and crude.
As someone who is still standing on top of a car watching this happen, what do all the followers do as the spark of life exits our dear friend Sara Paisley?
May she rest in peace.
Or pieces.
Can't wait for her to burn.
The mob stops, freezes in their place momentarily, and all heads lean back, their mouths opening unnaturally wide and letting out this horrifying cry as the influence of the horseman of pestilence exits and dies. They all collapse.
I would like to find my sister, please.
You have to push a body aside or other, but you do find Ella relatively unharmed.
Is she unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. Immediately, I'm going to drop to my knees and just cradle her in my arms, check her pulse, that kind of thing, and then see if I can get her to wake up. Ella? Ella, wake up.
She stirs, groaning groggily.
What? I've got school in the morning.
Thank God you're okay. Well, relatively okay. Ella, it's me.
What? Saline? What are you doing here? Where is here?
What's the last thing you remember?
I remember I was just scrolling and saw one of Sarah's videos. But that's all I remember. I remember hearing her voice. She was saying we were just gonna get together for some fun stuff.
I'm gonna help Ella up to her knees very slowly. Then I'm going to take her face in my hands and say, I need you to listen to me very carefully, okay?
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little scattered.
I know, and I'm about to not make it any better. I'm really sorry about that.
Okay. Who are all these people?
Sara is not who you think she is. Was.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
I'm not really sure I know what it means either. But she was something not from this world. And I know that sounds crazy, but you know how you've never met my dad and you never know where I go to visit my dad?
Yeah, Mom always said that you had to fly to the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. And she'd never let you drive to the airport with us, sir.
Yeah, no, she said it would just be a quick pickup.
It's because she was never taking me to the airport. I'll pull back my hair so she sees my ears. There are things in this world that are not normal, that are not mortal. And I'm one of them. My dad is absolutely batshit as this sounds, is Fae. And I'm also half Fae. Sara Paisley was something else as well, from some other world. She's gone now, but this whole time she's been using you and using everyone else here to enact her will.
Okay. That's... You know what? Once we get out of here, let's just, let's talk about this at home. Maybe Mom can clarify some things.
I can't go home with you. Not right now.
Why am I not surprised?
Mom can explain everything, and I think she might actually do it this time. If I can, I'll come back, okay? But I need to make things right. Ella, I have to make sure you're safe. I have to make sure that you and Mom and everyone else will be safe.
And you have to go away to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Can I at least get a ride home or something?
We'll figure out something for you, I promise. Then, against her will, or not against her will, but without asking, I'll hug her really tightly and say, "We love you, okay?"
I love you too, I guess.
I'll take a really shaky breath and pull away. Then I will go find the rest of my group and start trying to brainstorm ideas for how to get people back.
The mob are rousing this same groggy confusion throughout as they stand and murmur questions and as they try to orient themselves, but will eventually clear up enough that the road is open.
While everyone's focusing on this, I am going to make sure, I lick the wound on Sarah's neck and make it look like she just kind of collapsed on her own. Just covering my ass.
From who?
I don't know, someone accusing me of murder, eventually, if the world doesn't end. Contingencies.
That's fair.
I will point out that I am still very much wolfed out. I have not shifted back. I do see everyone seeming like they're trying to, hide it, but I'm like, there are monsters in the city. It's kind of like cat's out of the bag, so to speak. So don't feel the need to not be in war mode.
For these particular individuals who have not been truly privy to everything that's happening, will look at you curiously, and one of them who's already got his phone out and is doing a video on this really strange experience that I just had, and he just points, "Yo, dude, cool cosplay. Love it. I'm gonna have to have you on my show soon."
Hey, do you have a lot of followers on that thing?
Yeah, I'm pressing up into 20,000.
Are you live, or are you just recording?
Yeah, say hi. Hey, everybody. This Wolfman here. Awesome costume.
I will shift back to normal on camera and then shift back into wolf form and then say, "This shit is real. I would suggest hiding. Find your loved ones, the ones you care about, and leave. Danger approaches, and you don't want to be here."
Give me a shut someone down.
Oh, that's actually not too terrible. -1 to go. So that's a 7.
Okay, so partial success. Dude whips around to look at you and then looks back in the camera. "Dude, we've got a werewolf magician. This is some freaky ass shit. Love it. Great words of advice. Yes, make sure that you're in a safe place and take care of the ones you love. Todd the man out."
Can we just pause and reflect on we've got a werewolf magician?
Yeah.
He took that surprisingly well.
Yeah. Guy's super chill for having just been a zombie and then also seeing a werewolf for the first time.
Solomon, take the condition werewolf magician.
Amazing.
All right. I'm a werewolf magician.
All Our Faults is a Tabletop Tailspinners Network production. TTN's creative director is Emma Kocar. The cast of All Our Faults includes Abby Marie Carter as Saline, Extell as Solomon, Juicy Garland as Michael, and Kat Kelly as Crispin. I have been your MC, hostess, and producer, Mistress Winter. If you would like to know more about what TTN has going on, check out our socials and web links in the show notes. Finally, I would like to give a big shout out and thank you to Nightmare King Jee, who helped me develop the feed flash mob scene. You truly are horror royalty. Thank you for listening. I wish your hearts any support and care that you may need. See you next time.
A flash mob of screen zombies? Great.
Oh, God. They're going to dance to Thriller?
Because this is Thriller.
Crying.
Point of order, it's anathema.
Anathema. Sorry, I forgot the name of it.
It's fine.
Actually?
I'm giving you shit. Actually?
Actually.
Does it stab? It's a knife. It's a dagger. It's a stabby tool.
Stabby stab. Here I go kill him again.
Crispin begins to shed clothing during, I don't know, somebody puts on some music.
Are you proud of me now, Daddy?
Oh yeah, your father's in the car back there.
Are you dancing at the Pink Pony Club?
I feel like I've been a bad influence on this child. That's what I feel like.
Bad influence or an incredible influence?
I love
We've all been a better influence than the fucking cult.
Yeah.
First, his father
just straight facts.
Sees his son walk in and boss him around, then gets attacked by a giant wolf person, is now seeing his son strip on top of a car in the middle of a field of people.
Listen, if he's not dead by the end of this evening, he'll wish he was.
Yeah, this is a great time.
This has been a tale from the Tabletop Tale Spinners Network.